Here we are at the Graffiti Overlook in Wheeling, West Virginia. And there's not really many clear spots you can see anymore. It is pretty graffitied up. At this point, it's hard to even read anything. I think it would be cool if somebody just painted this in some really cool artwork. And maybe somebody thinks they already have. But it's mostly just a bunch of tags. I think it would be cool to see a whole bunch of graffiti murals all over it. Even the sidewalk. Apparently people have been coming here for quite a while and tagging up this place. Well, they even got stickers on the signs. People got lots of stuff to say. Last time I was here had to be a couple years. And at that time there was some really cool artwork that you could see. But I don't see any of that right now. There's a cool view over here. The trees are grown up a little bit more. It's like they're not keeping that maintained. This is pretty cool over here. Maybe they need to come and paint it one solid color and start over. Does anybody have stuff like this around where they live? Drop it in the comments. We'll go down here. Even the stairs are covered. Every inch. Every inch. Even in here. Or all up the stairs. There was even some signs that were hanging up that said no graffiti. But somebody graffitied them all up. Even if you come out here, every little space. I'm not really sure what this building once was. Even if you walked back here, of course you can see lots of trash all up in there. So that's not good. But all the way around the corner here, people have gotten all the way to the top. You can go as far as the eye can see. You might find a couple little spots in there with nothing. Not many. Even all the way back in there, which I'm not going to go all that way back in there. But every little bit of it all the way around is graffitied. Crazy, right? So what I've noticed since it's been so many years since I've been here is that this graffiti sucks. You used to get really cool artwork and stuff like that when somebody would graffiti something. But this is just a bunch of silly tags or hateful tags. So I think it'd be cool if somebody would come and repaint it. Put some cool artwork up. So it's a really sad condition of the world when you can't even appreciate some beautiful artwork graffiti. And I know some people just say graffiti is horrible, but I've seen some cool artwork graffiti before. Now, this is not as cool as it used to be, so I think some artists need to come and revamp it. We're in an old cemetery, and I think the ground is falling apart.
I don't think you're supposed to drive up here. Wow. Wow.
There's stuff falling apart up here.
The road?
No, the graves.
Wow.
This is quite interesting. Look at that one, the roof is caving in. You get a beautiful view from here. You see the river. A nice shady spot right here. How old do you think some of these are? Ooh. Let's find out. Oh, there's some pretty old ones. I saw some for 1813.
1904.
Look at this amazing view. But yeah, this sidewalk and everything is coming apart. If you look over here, you can even see that headstone looks like it's gonna fall. And some of these are so old you can't even read them anymore. All these you can't read. But yeah, there's even houses down over there. A lot of these have toppled over. That one looks like it's gonna fall over too. See, this one has fallen over. It must not get much maintenance here. That wall is starting to fall over there. And here's some that are just going down this hill. There's like a house right next door. This is a doctor. That one's pretty old, in the 1800s. Just kind of slopes down the hill there. Oh,
Chipmunks.
got little chipmunks here hanging out. That might be the oldest birth date I've seen on here was from the 1800s.
1807.
1800.
Oh, 1800.
Where'd that chipmunk go? Oh, he's right over there. Let's see if we can see him. Zoom in a little more. There he is. In Key West, the cemetery was full of iguanas. Here you have chipmunks. And there he goes. Let's back it out a little bit. So here we are walking around, and I see a couple of things that I'm questioning. Number one, why does this ground look like this? And number two, it says this is the home for aged men. What do you think that means? Anybody have any guesses? I don't know. Do you have any guesses?
No. That looks kind of small for all the aged men.
And you think all the aged men could fit in there?
No.
Things that make you go, Here's one that looks pretty old and you can't really read it anymore. But it looks like it was pretty elaborate and nice back in its day. Big one over here. I guess throughout the years, the different families weren't able to keep it maintained. Maybe they moved away. There's some Caldwells. I knew some Caldwells from Otter Creek. The McLaurs. In Germany, the grave sites were kept super nice by the families. And this cemetery is right across the street from the Graffiti Wall. That's pretty extensive, and it goes quite a ways, which we're not going to walk the whole thing because it's a little hot today, but it goes way down in there, if you can see, way back here and further off to that side. But all these go down the hill, and you can see the rivers back over there. So, and there's houses all around it, which would be a little odd to live in one of those, I would think. But what is odd to me is not odd to others. And the name of this is Mount Wood Cemetery. It's a pretty old one.
very well.
Look at these older ones. Fleming, Bradford, and Prop, Weisgerber. Weisgerber. That one. McClure, John Bishop. Yeah, there's some ones down there that are falling. And they go way down the side there. Here we are driving through the streets of Bellaire.
Turn right onto 17th Street, then turn left onto Guernsey Street.
I'm gonna drive by the Bellaire house.
Turn left onto Guernsey Street, then your destination will be on the left.
This is the Bellaire house over here on the left. Oh, rough shape. Taped up windows.
Your destination is on the left.
Do they still rent this out?
Yep.
It's in pretty rough shape.
Yep.
So this house you can rent out. They say it's actively haunted. So this house has a tunnel underneath that runs across the street and used to be part of the Underground Railroad. Looks like there's a few windows missing. They definitely need some work done on it. Anybody want to come rent it out?